When God decided to save you, he said, I'm going to do it by my grace, and I'll only let man participate by one vehicle. Believe me. Believe what I can do. So that Ephesians tells us we're saved by grace through faith. It's not a work of ourselves. And Paul says in Romans 3:27, this method of God saving by his grace, by the death of his Son, we receive it by faith. He says it does something to our human ego. He asks the question, where then is boasting? It is excluded. Because of what law? The law that requires works? No, because of the law that requires faith. To be saved by faith alone excludes all boasting in ourselves. Man is a boastful creature. One of the chief ideas of a fool in the book of Proverbs is an inflated ego. He's puffed up with his own importance. It says the fool always boasts to tell you his opinion, and he has no time to hear a wise man's opinion. Jeremiah warned us in Jeremiah 9, let not a man boast that he has wealth, that he has strength, or that he has wisdom, but let one boast that he has God for his God. And here Paul is saying to us, let our boast. He even says it in Galatians chapter 6, verse 14, let him who boasts, boast in the cross, by whom he's crucified to the world, and the world to him. I will only boast, I will only glory in the cross. He said in 1 Corinthians that God chose the most unlikely, ungodly, unseemly people to become children of God. And at the end of the chapter, he says, where is boasting then? If God would choose such weakness, such as it seems like the bottom of the barrel of humanity, the most unlikely, not many wise, not many great, not many educated, not many at the top elite of all of civilization, not many, some, but not many. He says, and one of the antidotes of it is that none of us would boast in ourselves. Oh, let me tell you, what a day it will be in your life when your boast becomes your God and not yourself. Because you see, there's nothing I possess that's good, that's not a gift of God. I've got 3 wonderful daughters. Should I boast about me and my wife, or should I boast in the goodness of God? Who gave them? I thought God gave children. I thought God gave intelligence. I thought God is the source of every good gift. All of our boast is, look who my God is. Look who my Father is. Look what he's done for me in Christ. And I didn't have to earn it. I didn't have to be good enough. I had to simply receive it by faith. And he said, this method, you can go to heaven. You can know all sins are forgiven. All you've got to do is to believe God and let God become your boast. I'm forgiven. I will brag on God's grace. I will brag on his Son. That's why Christians are always saying, let's give God the glory. It's another way of saying, let's do our boasting about our God and not about ourselves. And so it just makes me as light as a feather when I give God the glory. When I was 15 years old, I began to speak. And I was so poor at it that I said to God, if you will ever see fit to use me to do anything besides bore people, I promise to give you the credit. I won't boast that it's my ability. And I've been spending the last 50 years keeping that promise. I take no credit for the good that gets done and the work done in the life. It's all of God. God is our boast. Boast in the Lord. Never let anyone make you stop it. We have a right to boast in such a great God and such grace. God bless you.